Good morning, dear students. Yesterday we have started a topic leadership. Today I will discuss with you features of leadership. Then we will make a difference between different styles of leadership. So firstly discuss features of leadership. So students, the first feature of leadership is leadership indicates ability of an individual to influence others. It means leaders are having ability to influence the behavior of other people. Leadership tries to bring change in behavior of people. Leaders bring changes in the behavior of people and they are ready to work according to the wish of leader. Next is leadership indicates interpersonal relations between leader and followers. Leaders through leadership creates cordial relationship, very harmonious relationship between leader and his followers. Next is leadership exercise to achieve common goals of organization. Why leadership is done? It is done to achieve the common goals of organization. Last is leadership is a continuous process. It is not a one-time activity. It is a continuous process. It is required till our organization runs. So here features are over. Now students, I will discuss with you difference between autocratic style of leadership, democratic style of leadership and laissez-faire style. So firstly, I will make a difference on the basis of decision making. See students, in case of autocratic style, leader is the sole decision maker. It means all the decisions are taken by leader himself in autocratic style. In democratic style, leader takes all the decisions in consultation with subordinates. Next is laissez-faire. Under laissez-faire style, subordinates themselves takes all the decisions. Next is communication. In autocratic style, there is one-way communication, that is downward communication. It means all the orders and instructions comes from the side of leader only. Subordinates are not allowed to give any suggestion. In democratic style, there is two-way communication. Leader gives instructions, orders to subordinates. Subordinates can also give their suggestions, their complaints, grievances, etc. In this way, there is two-way communication. In laissez-faire style, there is free flow of communication. Subordinates can contact to any of the subordinate in any direction. So there is free flow of communication. Next is motivation technique. In autocratic style, there is fear and punishment technique is used. If subordinates are not able to complete the target, then punishment is given to them like cut in salary. So there is negative motivation technique is used. In democratic style, reward and involvement technique is used. Employees on their performance are given reward and they are involved in decision making. So positive motivation technique is used. In laissez-faire style, self-direction and self-control technique is used. Everyone has to direct themselves. All the subordinates have to direct themselves. They have to make their plans. They have to solve their problems by their own. Next is delegation of authority. In autocratic style, there is no delegation of authority. All powers remains with the leader. In democratic style, there is delegation of authority to some extent. Leader loves to share powers with the subordinates. In laissez-faire style, there is entire delegation of authority. All the authorities are given to the subordinates. Next is Focus. In autocratic style of leadership, complete focus is on the task. So it is a task oriented style. Work should be completed at any cost. Democratic style, it is a people oriented style because all the decisions are taken by leader in consultation with the people, means subordinates. It means people are given importance in this style. In laissez-faire style, it is also people oriented style because all the decisions are taken by subordinates themselves, and in extraordinary situation they can contact to leader. So it is also people oriented style. Next is growth and development. In autocratic style, there is no scope for initiative and creativity. Employees are not given any scope for initiative and creativity. This is considered as I style because every decision is taken by leader himself. In democratic style, there is a scope for initiative and creativity. This style is considered as V style because employees are involved in the decision making process. In laissez-faire style, there is full scope for initiative and creativity because everything is done by subordinates. Every plan, every decision is taken by subordinates themselves. All the problems are solved by themselves. That's why it is considered as U style. After that, last difference is on the basis of discipline. In autocratic style, there is complete obedience of orders and complete discipline. In democratic style, interchange of ideas and recognition of human values. There is interchange of ideas. Everyone is invited to give their suggestions, to discuss their problems, and more importance is given to human values. In laissez-faire style, there is self-discipline. Everyone understand their responsibility and remain in discipline by themselves and full control by themselves. So, this students, this is the difference between autocratic, democratic and laissez-faire style. And I hope that the difference is very much clear to everyone. Even then, if you have any doubt regarding this, you can discuss with me right now. Okay students, thank you.